So you finally bought your first DSLR camera, you watch hundreds of tutorials on YouTube and you're ready to start crushing that content for clients. But the problem is you don't have any of them yet. Where do you find them? Where you should go? Who do you speak with? We're gonna cover in this video. So hold tight, it's coming up. What's going on, guys? Dennis Black is here, and in this video we're gonna talk about how do you find clients as a photographer, videographer or creator in general. I believe everyone who's watching us right now already know how to use their camera gear and successfully switch from auto mode to manual. So we're not going to be covering that part and we will jump straight to the client tips. Tip number one on how to find clients as a photographer is by doing lots and lots of free work that will potentially lead you to some paid gigs in the future, especially if you're just starting out. Now, I personally started doing photography 4 years ago, and during my first year I've done heaps of free work for different brands and companies. Some people say I'm crazy and all work should be paid, and I agree with this, but let me explain this. Here are some of the advantages of doing free work. Number one, you are gaining a valuable experience working in different fields of photography that allows you to understand better what type of photography actually you like more. How would you know that you like doing a wedding photography if you've never done it before? How do you know that car photography is something you're into if you don't have any experience shooting cars, right? That's why when I was starting out and had offers to shoot for gyms, restaurants, corporate stuff, etc., I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it because I never done this stuff before and I'm excited to try it out. Maybe this is something I will like and would like to focus on in the future. There are dozens of different types of photography, and only by trying it out you will know if it's yours or not. Number two, a part of gaining experience, you are building up your portfolio in the same time, which you can use in the future to get some paid clients. It doesn't matter if your portfolio was made just on free work in the past. Your new clients don't need to know this information. You're gonna have some content already to show people, and you're gonna have some experience to do it as well, and this is when you can start charging your clients. Number three, you are making a new connections which potentially can lead you to some paid jobs in the future. Seriously, you never know who you're gonna meet on the workplace where you're shooting. It happened to me so many times when I was shooting one thing for one client and then other people come up to me and like, oh, we just recently opened a business, can you shoot some social media content for us as well? Or someone's sister is getting married next month and people asking if you do a wedding photography, and I'm like, sure, why not? Of course, I'm not telling you to work for free for the rest of your life, but in the beginning it's quite crucial to gain that experience. But if you see that the client or company started to take advantage of you, you probably should do something like this. Tip number two on how to find clients is by smashing the like button under this video. The strategy is simple. The more likes you're gonna hit, the more YouTube algorithm is gonna push my videos to even wider audience on this platform, and the more I'm gonna get motivated to produce more videos for you guys. So as you see, it's beneficial for everyone, so don't be shy and make that little like button turn blue. But if you think you're a really true fan of this channel, you can go even further and leave a comment, turn on the bell notifications and even share this video, and I'm probably gonna go to the moon from happiness after this. Alright, my second tip on how you can find clients is by offering an assistance to other already established photographers or videographers, either for free or for a small budget depending on your experience. Now, there are thousands of photographers out there who have been doing it full time for years, and during the busiest months of the year when they're smashed with work, your help could be really handy for them. By working with other well-known photographers in your city, you're also learning from them and improving your skills, which were crafted for years. If they're gonna be happy with your job, they could potentially outsource some part of their work to you in the future, and this is when their client becomes your client. And vice versa. If, for example, you're shooting a wedding and the client asks for some drone photography but you don't have any drone and never flew one before, you can just attract other creators from your circle who do this stuff and can help you out with your job in return of some percentage of the profit. So as you see, it's really important to be a part of the creative community, support each other and know lots of other local creators whom you can potentially help and who can help you in return by bringing you potential clients. Tip number three on how to find clients is by reaching out directly to brands and companies that you are interested in working with.
Alright, fine. Ring. something.
Now that you've got enough experience and you've built up a strong portfolio, you can start spamming pretty much everyone around you. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, go all in and use all of these platforms where you're able to send a direct message to a company and let them know that you're interested in working with them. This is what I've done, check me. This is my work, let's work together. And so on and so on. Same principle, hundreds of DMs every day. Get ready to get many refusals, get ready to hear many no's, but patience is the key, remember that. Keep going and you will eventually get your first yes that could make a big impact on your journey in the future. One successfully completed job for one big popular brand could lead you to hundreds of other jobs from their partners or competitors who will see your work and would love to have something similar produced for them. So don't be afraid to send your first message. We all went through this. The more you will do this, the better you know how to respond to it and what adjustments you need to do for your future communications with the client. By the way, if you're not too sure what to write and what to say to the company that you reach out, I've just made an email template for all beginners out there with exact text that I'm using myself to land a big client. So if you're interested, you can download it by the link in the description below. Make some little changes to make it more personal to you and start your client hunting. There is a little cost to it of just $5. Same price as a cup of coffee that you would probably pay in the cafe. So I think it's quite affordable price, given the fact it could potentially bring you hundreds of dollars in the future by using it correctly. And the last tip on how to find clients as a photographer is by advertising yourself on advertisement websites and different platforms for photographers. For example, when I was starting out, I was advertising my photography and videography services on Gumtree, which is one of the most popular websites here in Australia. You can also use Craigslist. You can go to Facebook and search for photography groups in your area where you can make a post advertising your services. Also, pay attention to other posts from people on those platforms who are actually looking for photographers and could potentially use your services. If you've got a bit of a budget, I would suggest you to do a paid ads on advertisement websites, as your ad will move to the first page and will give you much better performance in comparison with other hundreds of similar ads like yours. You just spend $5–10 for paid ad, but can potentially get a booking for $300–500 shoots, so trust me, it's worth it. Alright guys, that was my top tips on how you can find clients as a photographer. If you think you've got some other interesting ideas how to do it, make sure to leave them in the comment section below so everyone can see it and use it as well. As always, don't forget to smash that like button if you like this video, hit subscribe if that is something you're into it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!